So this one might sound a bit obvious, but it's really important. Every pound that the government spends, whether it's on the NHS, the police, teachers, roads, benefits, it all comes from you, from us, from taxation. And I raise this because someone told my husband yesterday that they didn't realise this. So I want to break it down, because if you've watched my videos on inflation and national debt, you'll know that the government doesn't have a magic money tree, no matter how much they sometimes pretend they do. So here's how the UK government gets its money in before it can spend a single penny. So firstly, income tax. It's taken from your wages. The more you earn, the higher the level of income tax. So you could go into a different bracket. National insurance is also from wages, supposedly for pensions and the NHS. And also your employer has to pay some of that. And then there's VAT. It's a tax on most things that you buy. So 20% added on to loads of everyday things. And there's council tax, paid to your local authority to fund bins, schools, libraries, all that good stuff. Corporation tax, paid by businesses on their profits. There's fuel duty, alcohol duty, tobacco duty, sugar tax, taxes on the things that we consume, stamp duty paid when buying property. Then there's capital gains tax, so if you sell investments or property for a profit. Inheritance tax on estates passed down after death. Business rates paid by companies for their premises. Green levies, TV licence, and more, smaller but still all part of that same big pot of money. In fact, on average, 60p out of every pound you earn is taxed in one way or another. And that tax money pays for everything public. NHS hospitals and staff, police, fire service and courts, teachers and schools, roads, railways, infrastructure, benefits and pensions, local services like bins, parks and libraries, MP salaries and government departments. So when the government spends more than it takes in tax, it then borrows. That's the national debt. And if it prints money to cover the gap, that fuels inflation. So understanding tax isn't just about fairness, it's about the economic reality we live in. So the next time someone says, oh, the government should pay for it, ask with what? Because unless they raise taxes, borrow more, or cut something else, there's no other pot. And I don't know about you, but I would prefer that the government does less, but does what it does do well. What do you think about this? And share if you've ever heard someone say the government should just pay. Let's make public money public knowledge. Thank you.